talking about Hall of Fame.
What's going on? What's going on this Victory Tuesday, Falcon fans? What's going on? Hey, right now you got A1 Forever Sports, Chris Tipmore, Smooth Smitty Sports Machine. You also got E the Goddess in here, BPE Carey in here, and Miss Benadryl down there at the bottom.
Miss Benadryl.
At the end of the day, man, this is Ladies Night, man. Welcome to Ladies Night edition of our Sports Machine. You know, it's the red and black thing we already know, but we had to bring on the ladies. It was back by popular demand, so we had to bring the ladies back. But we're going to have them actually, and talk about a preview. And we're previewing the 49ers versus the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons going on the road to Santa Clara, man. We're trying to pick up a big road win and continue this momentum after this big home win against the Buffalo Bills last night. We're still, really feeling so surreal about it. Big W. So, guys, well, excuse me, should I say guy and ladies, so let's get into it. How y'all feeling?
What's up? I mean, look, they didn't.
Y'all feeling? Talk to me, man. Talk to everybody. How y'all feeling about last night? Big win, man.
Did y'all not see my gift that I had? My bouncing dude on the trampoline. That is my gift for this year. That is like legitimately my excitement. I'm really finna go get me a trampoline so I can start recording myself doing that and posting that on the timeline anytime we do something. But that is literally my gift for my defense. So yeah, I'm excited. I was excited about yesterday. They had me literally acting a fool in my house. So that's a good thing.
You do that anyway, so they didn't have to.
I'm like Miss Benadryl down there. You start pissing me off, we gonna have some problems.
Man, y'all out of control.
That's us. That's just how we do it.
Kara, before you answer, what does BPE stand for? You know I'm old and slow.
Oh, you should know. You should know by now. It's Big Penix Energy. Michael Penix Jr., my quarterback. Big Penix Energy.
Okay, I got you. I was just wondering.
Hey man, tell my home dog 21-21. I said what happening though.
No, I'm on my BPE tonight. No 21. Falcons got a big win, man. I am so happy with that outcome, honestly. Like, big win on Monday Night Football. So,
yep.
How you felt about it, Miss Benadryl?
And then I gotta be the bad person.
Nobody called you.
So, I'm super excited that we won that game for Monday night. But I'm one of them ones that I hit the panic button for week 4, and I'm still on panic mode until I can actually see that we will accumulate a bunch of wins at one time for me to say, okay, this team is a solid one. But did they play well? Hell yeah. On both sides of the ball? Hell yeah. But I am very, very excited and happy, although I'm still kind of salty about the 30-0 business. But I felt like that they handled their business. And if we continue to play as such with a few tweaks, I think we'll make a playoff run for sure.
Hey, like I said last night, though, I feel like that ass kicking woke them up is what they needed.
Yeah, man.
For the players and the coaches, man, because sometimes you lose track of what's going on. And sometimes when somebody hits you upside the head, you wake up. So I felt like that was right. And I think it was more important for the coaches than anybody, because at some point I just felt like, they were losing sight of what was going on. So I feel like that third and that whooping was that was somebody, back in the day when I was growing up, when the street light came on and you came in after the street light came on, you got your ass beat. So I feel like it was one of them tight whippings. So that's what they needed.
That's exactly what we needed. Get old kicking the behind, just like that gift that we be messing with Smitty. But yeah, man, ultimately for me, I just felt like, it was a measuring stick type game, and the Buffalo Bills lost to the Atlanta Falcons, so we beat them. So I just feel like, we see what we can be capable of. I understand Buffalo going through injuries and stuff like that. Injuries were happening in the game. At the end of the day, you still got to go do your job. And that's exactly what the Atlanta Falcons did. They did their job, taking care of these Buffalo Bills. setting records against the Buffalo Bills and just really having the whole world looking like what's wrong with the Bills, but also still getting their love as well as they deserve. So a lot of love for the Atlanta Falcons today. And I feel like well deserved. But hey, we got to spin it right back around and get ready for the 49ers because we can't allow them to kill our energy and kill our momentum because we're overlooking someone like we did the Panthers.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But we ain't gonna be rude, man. We gonna say what's up.
Yeah, man.
That is true.
William Amy, what's good, man? Big John Higgins and Dirty Bird Gang 11, Furball, 82, what's good? Solomon Washington, T Will, what's good, my guy?
What's happening?
Robert Blackman, what's good? Our boy RGA ATL for life, man. The plug tuning in.
Walt?
Thank you for always supporting Sports Machine A1 Forever, giving us breaking news so we can do our content. We truly appreciate that as always, my brother. But very first topic, man, we got to talk about that. We got to talk about that defense, man. And the defense, you can't stress it enough.
Yes,
the defense
man.
continues to dominate. Another game where the quarterback did not throw for 200 yards.
Yes.
That's 6 games. That's what, 5 games? Man.
Yeah. Another game where we didn't give up 300 yards. Total offense.
And we actually only give up 139 yards a game.
Yes, sir.
Man, just think about that.
Feel like
That's
the defense
huge.
won the game.
So, my question to y'all, first question. Yeah, they did. They actually did. Because they the one had the energy, and I said it early on the live I did earlier. The energy is coming from Jeff Ulbrich and Nate Otley. It's just a type energy that we haven't seen from our coaches in a while. And Dan Quinn, I think, had that energy leading up to that Super Bowl, but it kind of lost that fizzle after the Super Bowl. And their very next season, we did go to the playoffs, but that energy is just wasn't there like the previous year because sometimes when you hit that ceiling and you come down, you just keep falling. But he picked himself back up in Washington. I give him that. But right quick, tell me what y'all think about this defense and this game, and can the defense get even better? That's what I would like to know.
We can start with Kerry and move all the way around.
Yeah, I mean, what a performance by the defense. I mean, the team in general, that first half, like, felt like a dream. I mean, both the offense and the defense were completely dominant, honestly. Defense was still dominant in the second half. I feel like the offense kind of let their foot off the gas in the second half. And I don't know how much of that had to do with Jake going out, but the defense, man, I'm so impressed. To your question, like, can they improve? I think so. There's some missed tackles, a little bit. I think we still need to improve on the missed tackles. That's a big pet peeve of mine. And getting after the quarterback more, I know we are doing very good in sacks. I don't have the stat on hand, but I know we're on pace for over 40 sacks this season. So, I mean, we haven't had that since what, 2022 or when Ryan Nielsen was still here?
Yeah, Ryan Nielsen year, I believe, yes.
So, I mean, that'll be great if we continue this pace. But yeah, I mean, there's always room for improvement. But I mean, the 4 rookies, they're balling. They look great. Hopefully, Billy Bowman can be back soon. But to be honest, D. Alford, I have to give you your flowers. I mean, you stepped up. When AJ went down, he stepped up in his presence for a game and a half. I feel like the Niners, it was a little tough going against Deebo Samuel, but I mean, yeah, I have to give him his flowers because yesterday I think he led the team in tackles. He had a half a sack and an interception. I mean, yeah, he definitely made his presence known. So I want to shout D. Alford out. But that whole defensive line, man, they're getting after it. They're fast. They're super athletic, and yeah, they're putting pressure on the quarterback. So, um, I love to see it, man. We're making, not only getting to the quarterback, but we're getting big stops on third down. They're making big plays. We're getting turnovers. They're doing everything you want from your defense. So, to your point, Smitty, like Jeff and Nate Ali, like they have this defense turned around night and day difference from last year, and love to see it.
Huge acquisition and getting Nate Ollie, man. I feel like that was just so underrated, but I was so excited when I seen Nate Ollie coming to the Atlanta Falcons. I'll be on that Jeff Ulbrich staff. But E the Goddess, please, by all means, let us know about your thoughts. Can this defense get better and build off of this performance against those Buffalo Bills? Well, yeah, the Buffalo Bill performance against the 49ers.
Okay. So first let me go ahead and give out my little shout outs really quick. Number 11 lived in the backfield like I wanted him to. He did exactly the things that I needed him to. He looked like that good old Georgia boy that I did see. He gave up so much. He just lived back there. I always said in the beginning of the season, I don't need sacks. I just want pressures. Give me pressures. Give me hits. That's all I need from him. And when he masters that, his pass rush moves to be able to go in there, definitely, he is going to be a problem. There was a picture that somebody posted with, it was Jalen Walker, and then you had JPJ sitting right next to him. Dream scenario. Love that. Zero did what I need to do. Best free agent acquisition that we had. Diablo did what I needed him to do. I needed some type of speed on Josh Allen, and I got what I needed. With that, it kind of scared me a little bit because they kind of dropped him back in coverage, and I was kind of figuring out what the heck are they doing when it came down to it. So it kind of pissed me off a little bit. So we got that. Who else did what I needed to do? JPJ did what I needed him to do. I really wish Billy wasn't hurt. One thing I am going to give D. Alford his flowers. He did step up with that, continue to do that. I still don't think he's going to be a starter moving forward unless somebody gets hurt. I think we kind of have that established. Ellis basically saw little bruh doing his thing and said, let me go ahead and show you how big bruh get down. So 55 was doing that. 55 is God sent. Love 55. Love Ellis. Love everything he did. Shout out to my twin, AJ freaking Terrell. We missed that energy. We missed all of that. Locked down, seatbelt check. Okay, we in there. All right. Love that seeing him back. Now, here's my things that I just do not technically like. Tackling. Definitely can get better with that tackling on there. And Jesse, Mr. Bates. I love you. But you are too much of a vet to get caught looking in the backfield. Stop second guessing yourself because you could have had a pick, bro. You could have had a pick. It was right there for your taking. So I'm kind of disappointed in Jesse. He got back right though. I'm gonna give him that. But you can't. You too much of a vet to be getting caught looking in the backfield. Now, did Jeff get over here and turn these boys around? Yes, but we already know that when Jeff was with us with the first hand and how he had that group, that linebacker group and everything together anyway in the first place. So I didn't expect nothing less from him becoming a DC. So at the end of the day, keep Jeff. Somebody said it in my space that Jeff was possibly more than likely could be gone. I said no, he's not. Pay him whatever money he need to go ahead and keep that butt right here, because I ain't got time to be looking for another DC and going through the pain.
Right.
So, it'd be great not to.
We are good right where we at. Again, we still need a credit because Mike Hughes put me out. I want to fight him and speak on him just a little bit. But other than that,
you got an echo here.
I got an echo.
You got an echo.
It's weird. It wasn't doing it before. It just started.
Yeah, literally.
But
yeah, she right.
To answer Carrie's question, we have 14 sacks right now, and Denver has 30 that leads the league. Yes. And that's crazy. They got 30 in just 6 games.
Yes.
Yeah, that's 5 a game. Yeah. So. And Nick Medito,
the reason why I knew that was from fantasy football, by the way, because I got them as a defense. They get after the quarterback. They just had 9 sacks in their last game. So think about that. Having games like that, that's how it kind of like can balloon like that when you just keep on sacking the quarterback.
Did they win Sunday?
I believe so. Yes. Denver. And everything.
Did they?
I believe so.
Let me make sure, because that's crazy. If they
had 9 sacks. Like that's
I don't see a team have 7 and still lose.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Karen. My bad.
Oh, sorry. To your question, yeah, they beat the Jets. Is this right? 13-11?
Yep, that's right. They did.
Yeah,
They was
Wow.
overseas. Absolutely.
Very low scoring game. Wow.
Yeah, and Justin Fields is
all,
trash. Hate
all
to see it.
defense,
Yeah,
all
Yeah, I'm
defense.
kind of off that train, man. I thought
yeah,
maybe
I'm
he
out
could
for
do
it.
something. Yeah, I hate
Yep.
to
There you
see it,
go.
I
but
will say though, guys, like going into this game, I know I know they're a little beat up. They're a little banged up. Let's just keep it honest about that 49ers defense. They're looking similar to Buffalo as far as like injuries and missing key players. But I am interested to see how the Falcons attack them with the possibility of not having Jake Matthews. You think about it, it's a quick turnaround. Who knows if Jake is going to be able to go on Sunday Night Football in Santa Clara? So, I mean, there's a
man,
realistic possibility of having
Hey,
Michael
I
Jordan.
forgot we back in prime time.
Yes, we are right back in prime time.
right?
So
Yeah, short
Sunday night,
week.
yeah, short week. So that's
We
why I'm
gotta
just being
travel.
realistic. The way that he went down, you think about it, like you know how when you hurt something, you just want to hurry up and get off of it. That's what it looked like when Jake got rolled up. He just went ahead and just kind of just like threw himself on the ground just to hurry up and get off that ankle. And he was limping off the field, walked under his own power. So that's a good thing. But still, it really be like day 2. How does it feel like after everything
Right.
else settled down, the adrenaline has calmed down? Like, how do you feel like just when you're just chilling? So it's
To
going to
your
be
point,
interesting to see. Go ahead,
to
Karen.
your point, Jake, I mean, the Matthews boys in general are so tough. So I'm
Mhm.
hoping, I saw Raheem today say that he's day to day, but he's real positive and that
Don't
about
listen to
what,
that. Because
was it?
Raheem kind of played us
Right.
with Looney, so I ain't listening too much
Yeah,
into that. I already
true.
said, all right,
True.
will
Yeah.
not be playing. All right.
Right.
Right. Yes,
Go
that
ahead
is
and
very
pencil them
true.
in.
You can't always take what he says at face value. That is a very great point. But that being said, I feel like Jake is so tough. I mean, he comes from a family that's built like that, and I believe he's made 180 consecutive and it
Yep,
starts in the NFL,
100,
the
Yes.
longest
182, I
streak.
think. Yeah,
The
Iron
longest streak. He holds the record right now for the most consecutive starts in the league. I mean, remember that game a few years ago when his wife was in labor? She had the
Man.
baby
Yes.
and then he jumped on the plane
Jumped
just to
on the
make the
plane.
start. Like, he's
Yes.
dedicated. So, I feel like if he feels good enough, he's gonna play.
Right.
So,
I agree.
which I'm
and you
hoping
got
he does, because the
yeah,
tackle, I
yeah,
feel like
absolutely.
I don't know how
Yeah.
you feel about the backup tackle.
I
Is
ain't gonna lie to
Storm
you.
Uh,
is
I don't.
Storm coming back? What do we get? What do we hear
I
on
don't
Storm?
think I haven't heard anything about his 21-day window starting only on TQ Graham. So I'm
Right.
figuring he's not ready yet. And with that being said, like we got to roll with Michael Jarrell, and I don't feel comfortable with
Go ahead
Jarrell
and
at
pencil
all.
him in. That Storm Norton
well, you know why
will not
I'm
be
not
playing.
sweating it. Like I tell you all the time, Dwayne Left is one of the best offensive line coaches in the league. So you just got to trust your coaches. Like we always
Oh,
say,
he
is
got a
next
coach,
man up. Is next man up.
man.
But
Great point.
before I keep going, William Amy, that comment before the last one you did, please go delete that, man, because when you use those kind of words, they flag my channel. So please don't use that N
Ah,
word in here.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
please don't
yes.
do that. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
man. YouTube got new regulations and all that stuff, man. They just,
Mm.
just
Yeah,
gotta,
so
just
please
gotta.
go delete it, man. But yeah, man, Jake Matthews, if he can go, like y'all said, I remember his Uncle Clay when he played for the Falcons in the mid-90s. This dude played with I think he had a high ankle sprain and a shoulder joint sprain at the same
Still,
time, and he still played. And he was like
still,
Wow.
30. Clay Matthews was about 37, 38 when he played for the Falcons in the mid-90s. So yeah, it's in his blood, man.
Right.
If he can walk down a step, he gonna play.
I
So
right,
agree.
right.
yeah,
So
so
tough
he gonna
guy.
play.
So
But
we'll see.
to talk about this defense right quick before we move to the next topic. This defense can get a lot better, and that's kind of scary. But I just think that cornerback 2 position is going to be a problem going forward until they figure out how to solve it. And Tariq Woolen of the Seattle Seahawks, and I'm gonna probably do a video on tomorrow. I couldn't get it to it today, but that's going to be one of the guys that I would definitely be looking to make a trade for. He's on a rookie contract, and he might be up for another deal. But depending on how his year turns out, you could probably get him for a steal, or you can sign him for another year at a year for probably a decent amount, probably about 12 to 13 million. And I would do that for a year to see how it turns out. And going forward, you're gonna have cap space next year. So the year after that, you can sign him to a long-term deal if you need to. So Tariq Woolen is something that I would look out for. But that cornerback two position, it concerns me. But at the same time, with the way we get pressure on the quarterback, I think we can find a way to fight through it because Mike Hughes actually bounced back in the second half last night.
He did.
And he didn't have a choice because if he didn't bounce back last night, he's probably riding the bench this weekend. So, yeah, but defensive wise, they can get better. But cornerback two is a concern for me. But again,
absolutely,
I can deal with it. Offensive performance, same rotation. Let's talk about the offensive performance before we get into offense versus defense. Kerry, offensive performance. What is your thoughts? And I know Bijan right at the top gonna be the topic, but
how can he not, right?
Yeah, how can he not? Honestly, you got to give Bijan his flowers. I mean, he does everything. I mean, career long 81-yard touchdown. That was something he said in the offseason he wanted to work on. And I wanted to see that from him and Tyler as well because we don't get a lot of explosive runs from them. And I mean, man, the home opener, I was like, I hope we see that today. And sure enough, like first play, the first drive of the game, we got that explosive touchdown. So, yeah, great to see that. And I mean, I don't know if you guys remember that play where he just completely pancaked Oliver too, which I was worried about Ed Oliver coming back, but I mean, it was all right. Like he was making his presence known out there. But we still ran the ball down their throats. I mean, I love to see it. Tyler was still involved. We still won despite him not getting 15 plus carries. I think he had 10, but yeah, that touchdown that he had was great. Um, Kyle Pitts blocking looks better. Like to see that. I feel like we still have an issue with wide receiver 2. I mean, and now I guess 3 because healthy scratch for Ray Ray. So that's tough. I feel like we're still missing that speedster deep threat, with Mooney just not being able to stay healthy. But I do have to also give Drake a shout out because, I mean, wow, he had an incredible first half. I mean, incredible game in general. Wish that touchdown before halftime would have counted. Sucks that it didn't, but honestly, him and Bajan both had incredible days. So yeah, shout out to both of them. And shout out to Charlie Warner as well. I feel like he's an unsung hero.
Hey
Like
man,
he
one of
doesn't
the
really
best
get
blocking tight ends in the league.
he doesn't get a lot of flowers, but man,
one of
yeah.
the best. And our run game is not as effective without Charlie. I'm not gonna lie.
Absolute facts.
Yeah, man. Just being able to have that balanced run attack and everything. Yeah, man. Charlie Warner. So salute to him. Yeah, what you think about offense performance?
Well, one, I'm gonna start with number 8. You don't walk into a stadium with a outfit on that literally has your number with your name mixed in and it says pit stop. Okay. You don't come in with a locked in face and all of that, and then two left feet trip and cost my offense -2 for that. Yeah. Me and Kyle Pitts gonna have to have a talk. Now, did he do his job? Yes, he did. But when it was time for you to do your job, you didn't do it. And
well, that wasn't all his fault. That was poor scheming. I'm gonna be real.
No, and I get it. But my thing about it is, he still got to make the best of it. You still gotta do something. So definitely, this was supposed to be his game anyway. And I really like the fact that we had the biggest mix match with Drake, and I see that they went out there and they did that. They called that out, which is fine. I wish we kind of did get him a little bit more involved though. But I get it, might not have that confidence when it comes down. I mean, Elijah kind of got beat on back-to-back plays on one single drive. So I really kind of can understand why you kind of take him out of that rotation to kind of help with the blocking and different things like that. Perfectly understandable. But moving forward, I need to get him a little bit more involved. I need that. I need that. He's a mismatch with a lot of teams, and I really do want to see that. Penix is processing very well. He's starting to process a little bit better. He's still having trouble with throwing on those out routes. He's still having a little bit of trouble with that. I love it. He can throw downfield, but if I need you to throw a ball to the hash, I need you to make it. So he still need to work on that. We good with it, but we still need to work on that. I'm saving this group for last. Again, my wide receivers, literally one wide receiver that I had. Casey Washington, shout out for that block. Shout out for that block. Shout out for that block. Shout out for that block because you got brick for hands. So I just need you to do what you need to do out there right now, okay? Ray, you are not Michael Vick. Stay out the club. All right. Stay out the club. Let's see here. Who else? Offensive line did great. Especially like with Jake Matthews going down. We did have 2 backup tackles, so they did what they needed to do to get these 2 brothers. Okay, my Mike and Ike getting Bijan and Tyler Algier together and doing all of that. Number 9 on the Bills, you need some milk because that was just a shoulder. And he did it purposely. So you should have been prepared for that. You got trucked when you wasn't even supposed to get trucked. So shout out to them. They did whatever they did. Nice offensive performance. I think Zach moving down from the box to the sideline has really helped Penix a lot, has really helped the other guys on the offensive line a lot. It seems a lot more cohesive. They seem a lot more prepared. And I liked it. Minus them 2 little blemishes. Now, can Zach Robinson get a little bit tighter, a little bit better in the play calling and different things like that? Yes, but if we go compare from week 1 to where we are right now, not in that. All right, there we go.
Oh man,
I enjoyed it.
We got a question in the chat. Furball. Yep. Solomon got a question too, but we'll ask a Solomon question when we get to the defensive side of the ball. But Furball asked, was that right tackle? Is there a way we can sign someone if Jake Matthews is out? No, I don't think we'll sign nobody else. I think we're gonna stick with Jarrell. This is why we brought Jarrell over for depth. And then possibly Storm Norton possibly comes back this year. But I think they just stick what they got because they still have offensive linemen on practice squad as well.
Right.
So I think we'll stick with who we got. And they cut Brandon Parker, but he's always an option to come back. So I mean, they just gonna stick with what they know and who they comfortable with at this point. To be honest,
I'm not comfortable with Brandon Parker. I can tell you that. But
I mean, I'm not either.
You gotta
but
do what you gotta do. I understand. I totally get it because at the end of the day, you gotta have that depth. And my thing is, I'm just hoping no one else goes down. That's my thing.
Well, you do got Jack Nelson that's sitting over there just throwing that out there.
And honestly, okay, call me crazy, y'all. Let's talk about that real quick. I think, am I crazy for thinking I would rather just go ahead and take my lumps with Jack Nelson?
No, I mean you drafted him for a reason. I mean, what, dude, 6'6", 300 and something more pounds?
6'7". He's 6'7".
I know he's not necessarily. And I know the preseason didn't necessarily show that he had the best capabilities, but you think about it.
The developmental player,
There you
problem.
go.
My thing that I have an issue with a lot of NFL teams in here. A lot of people are looking for start now players, and it's like it's a reason why you have 7 rounds, and it's a reason why majority the deeper you get into those rounds, the more development some of these players are needing. So if you can't develop these players that you are drafting, what's the point of you drafting them if you're looking for plug and play now? If that's the case, then you need to stop at round 3. And even round 3, you pushing it. Round 3, you even still pushing it because there's still some developmental players that have been drafted in round 3 and still haven't really seen the field like they need to sit over here and see the field. So again, when we're looking at that, what other way you're going to get him to learn? You gotta put him in the fire sometimes. Yes, he can look good during preseason. but you still got to put him out there. So yeah, I mean, I don't see no reason why not to do it. But again, I will probably say closer to the end of the season because we on the run right now. But closer to the end of the season, see what you got. If not, cut your losses.
I agree with that, and I'm gonna say with Jack Nelson, I'm glad Chris asked that question because I've been asked that question a couple of times in public. When you look at Jack Nelson, the way he comes from Wisconsin, they bred offensive linemen. All he had to do is develop to the point where he can get consistent. When you talk about the run game, they're trained at Wisconsin to be a run blocker because that's what they do at Wisconsin. They're a running team. Look at Jonathan Taylor, look at Melvin Gordon and people like that. Great running backs. So yeah, Jack Nelson to be fine once he get in to the rhythm because if you looked at his preseason, he started off rough every game, but as the game went on,
he got stronger
better and better. Yeah, so it's just time and reps. That's all it's gonna be. But I see y'all in the chat with the defensive questions. When we do
but I will say, first of all, did ask another question about. I mean, I was going to ask y'all anyway about how y'all feel about the healthy scratch that was Ray McCloud. Like, this was a big game, and we wanted as many hands on deck as we possibly could. Now, luckily, Drake London just was going crazy, finding the zones and just sitting down, and also being able just to stretch out those DBs and everything. And of course, Bijan Robinson doing Bijan Robinson things. So luckily it didn't come back to bite you that you didn't have Ray. But ultimately, I just how do you guys feel about Ray being the healthy scratch? Just
stay out the club.
The game.
I agree. I agree with E. Honestly, I mentioned this to you, Chris. I saw it was being promoted that he was going to be celebrating his birthday at the nightclub. He was out very late Saturday night.
Over there in Alcorn at somebody's homecoming. Like, dude, this is game week. You should have did that last week.
Like, that's to me poor planning. Like, you could have planned your birthday, maybe celebration on the bye week or something. I just feel like when I try to, I don't know, talk myself out of thinking it was bad by saying, well, at least he's doing it Saturday on we don't play till Monday night. So at least if he's hungover, he'll be good, hopefully in 2 days, because you're usually not hungover 2 days.
Actually, it was Sunday morning at 5:00.
Yeah, so, 5 in the morning. He's still in there.
Yeah.
So hold on, here's my thing. So I'm gonna sit over here and say this, and I'm gonna be so real about the situation. We all know about Vic. If you a true ACLEN, you know where Vic was, what he was doing, what section he was, what drink he was ordering. That's the only Atlanta Falcon that can literally sit over there, do that, and get away with that. Right, baby. You are not. Okay? You are not. Then that's why, and then too, Raheem already said it was a coach's decision. He literally just told this man, now you're gonna have to work back for your spot.
And I don't blame him. I don't blame
him. That's called corporal punishment. You went out there, you broke the rules, you're gonna pay the consequences. But in the same token, how I'm looking at it is like, bruh, you are a starter. You are the most needed person with your partner in crime, Mooney, being hurt. Drake needs you. Penix needs you. This team needs you. Your birthday could have waited. Again, my birthday coming up. But you ain't going to see me outside when I got to go to freaking work. We ain't going to do all of that. I tried that one time and never again. We ain't doing that no more. But at the end of the day, it's like you can't do that. You are a professional football player. If you was going to do it, you should have did it secretly.
Right. So that you're home.
Out there for only an hour. And so nobody, no videos.
Right. No, I agree with her. And to her point, you could have done that either in your home, privacy of your home, no video.
Did I say that, Chris?
You were promoting this on social media as a party, a celebration for everyone to see. I'm thankful I didn't see any other Falcons players there. It looked like everybody else was on their A game to, get that win yesterday. But I mean, yeah, to me, it's unacceptable. You're getting, you know, I know he does a lot of modeling and rapping on the side. I don't know. I just feel like maybe his head is not in the game. Like football, it just seems like it's not his priority. And that's, I don't know that for sure, but that's just based off of what I'm seeing from the outside looking in. And I don't know. I hope he gets it together because, like you said, he could lose his spot. I mean, you're a wide receiver three who what really hasn't done
He
anything
already lost
the
his spot,
first four
baby.
seasons.
Yeah,
he lost.
Yeah.
Casey Washington gonna take that
So
spot.
that's why I said he
But
already lost that spot.
Yeah.
public service announcement. What happened to Young Way Cool when he got sat down the very last time? Yeah, you gonna see that pink slip soon. Trust me. He ain't putting up the numbers like he did last year. And let's be real, he's mainly a special teams player. So what are the Falcons losing if they cut him? You got guys on the practice squad waiting on the chance to get out on that field and prove themselves, and you sitting up there wasting your time in the club. Because think about it, like we always say, you seen that 30 for 30. The average NFL player, after he retires, he broke in 3 to 5 years. So you better tighten up because NFL is not for long. Go ahead, Karen. My
I
bad.
have to ask you guys. No, I'm sorry. I had to ask you guys, like, what do you think could happen? Like, say, they do want to move on from him, and do you think he would be a cut candidate, or do you think, I know maybe he could go to the Steelers because I saw Schefter said they're looking for a wide receiver. He used to play there. Do you think that's a possibility, or he would be more a cut candidate?
Definitely a possibility. Out there with Arthur Smith as well, just that Steelers culture. I can definitely see him going back to the Steelers, or him also being just a cut candidate, period. At the end of the day, you have a responsibility, and this was a huge game. This was a measuring stick game, and I don't blame Raheem at all for sitting them down. I actually agree with it wholeheartedly. And just moving forward, if Casey Washington takes your spot, well, guess what? You still have Chris Blair. You still have Nick Nash. You have guys that are waiting in the wings who, like we just said, want an opportunity. And we know NFL is all about oppos. So if these guys are ready to come out there and try to perform and not necessarily be in the club, then that's what it's going to be about. And again, I don't have any personal gripes or anything against Ray Ray. It's just for the logo, though, it's just you got to be the best version of yourself. And you just wasn't over the weekend.
I'm not going to say he's a cut candidate. I'm not going to say that because if we can't, I put it to you like this. If the Falcons can't, the number one thing is to find someone else. That's number one. We have to find another wide receiver. If anything, you still have Mooney, but Mooney is injured right now. With that, now here's the issue, and this is where the things kind of get complicated with the Ray situation. You have to think that if we can't make a trade during the season, then there's no point in you actually cutting Ray. There's no point because we're already thin. We don't really have that many draft picks coming on, and then the free agent market for wide receiver
cut thin and dry.
There you go. Yeah. So you either gonna sit down and you're gonna tell him where we stand, or if you do cut your losses, you better dang for sure have a replacement. I know we still have Nick Nash. I know we have Blair. Steels didn't do anything. Casey got brick for hands. Cordell Hodges is just a special team ace, and he could come through when you needed him to come through. We don't have nothing but Ray, Mooney, and Drake.
I'm a refute that just a little bit.
With Nick Nash
that's what I was about to say. I'm gonna refute that just a little bit. Yeah, I feel like David Seals can come in and do his job. Chris Blair has been here 3 years on the practice squad, and he's been dying to get on the field. I feel like he can come in. But
why would they elevate? But why would they elevate somebody that we don't even know whether they elevate Blair or even Nick Nash?
That was the biggest question.
That threw me off yesterday.
Well, the Nick Nash thing, I think Nick Nash is at the back of the line just because he's the rookie of them all, and being undrafted,
which is fine.
I think that's what I think. But Blair, I really am questioning what's going on with Blair and why is he not, being brought up to the main roster, the 53. Like, what is it?
I mean, it's something he's not catching on to, I guess.
But he had such a great preseason and training camp. We saw it.
I mean, it's something that they just don't see. I don't know what it is. But if y'all want to know how much it would be if Ray got cut, It's only 730,000, so they wouldn't be losing nothing.
It wasn't. Yeah, we ain't losing no money. I could have told you that. We ain't gonna lose no guapo. Okay, no money on.
That's
we
what
not
I was
gonna
saying
use
about
that.
the cut. You ain't even losing no money, really. You lost more on Young Way Cool.
I'm about to pop D on that one. I'm about to pop D on that one.
And I'm still wondering. Oh wow, the chat is going off. That's so
man. I got shout out to D, man. Appreciate the donation, man. I know D gonna tell it like it is, man. That one thing I know about D, gonna tell it like it is. My bad. Go ahead, Kira.
Oh no, I was gonna say, you brought up Koo. I don't know if it's a bad time to bring this up, but like, how do you guys feel about the kicker now? Like, I feel like he's been
we
kind
can
of
bring that up. He
inconsistent
gonna be cut too.
Yeah, because he's the first game he made all the kicks. Second game made none of the kicks. Then the next game made all the kicks, and then now today 1 for 2. I feel like that was blocked, but I don't even think it was going in.
It wasn't. It went sideways.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
That was bad.
That thing was gonna hit the pole.
Yeah. That was a lame duck.
So
but
really,
yeah, that first game
he did push through the line because that was on the line that happened.
I mean, really that's a 6'7" dude. You really you have to understand that their timing, and you gotta understand your timing. He needed to pretty much kick that ball to try to kick, and I think he knew it. That's why it was a duck. He went too hard to try to make sure he kicked it over him, and that's
he shanked it.
He shanked it.
Yeah. Absolutely. But we don't got way off course, man. Let's get on this offense, man. Let's get on this offense.
I mean, hey, at that point, he was part of the dang offense. We needed that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luckily, it didn't come back to bite us. Yeah.
But all right, Falcons offense versus these 49ers defense. What do the Falcons need to do to take down the Niners defense?
Keep the same game plan. Find your mismatches. Run the ball. That's all you need to do. We don't need to do nothing spectacular. You get Pitts involved. That's it. They're missing Fred Warner, but they still got some good corners over there in the back. Shout out to me, Michael Walker.
Yeah, he's gonna see.
Shout out to him. He got his first sack yesterday. He's gonna be there. They're gonna try to put him up in there too with that. So him and his boy Jalen's gonna be going back and forth, tad for tad. So can't wait to see this. But other than that, keep the same game plan. I don't think we need to do anything special. If Mooney's good, cool. If Ray makes it back over there, excellent. But keep the same game plan. Find your mix matches and run the ball.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with her. Like, I feel like a similar game plan as you had against the Bills. I mean, Fred Warner is arguably their best player, and now he went down. I mean, he's an all-pro player, and that they're gonna have a hard time stopping Bijan and Tyler. I feel like we're gonna be able to run the ball all over them. No Nick Bosa either still, so he's out as well.
Well, he's out. He's out for the season.
Yeah. So he's out first, and then Fred Warner. I mean, they're injured, so I think.
But don't sleep on that. They find ways.
No, they do, and they're very well coached, and I know Kyle Shanahan will make sure whoever's playing will be prepared. But at the same time, I do feel,
so he do right by us.
Right. Hopefully he does. I don't know. Last time we played them, didn't we get dog walked? I believe. I could be wrong. Hoping this time for a different result.
I think we did. Was that the Julio game?
Was it that long ago?
Was that?
Yeah.
If it's the Julio game, we won that game. Let me look. But go ahead. You can.
I think that was the last time we beat them. Was that Julio game right before he left?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, I think.
Okay. No, the last time we beat them.
Okay. I guess it wasn't that bad. The last time that we played them was October 16, 2022. Oh, we won. I don't know.
I was just about to say, wait a minute. I remember in 2022.
I take that back.
Yeah.
My bad, guys.
Yeah, and that was like I think
we
the
try to
DB's
erase that part of our history with the Mariota and Desmond Ritter that we forgot that it was some good games that was played. So
okay, I apologize, guys. I was thinking about the last time we were in San Fran. They beat us 31-13. So I forgot about the one at home. We did win 28-14. So, but yeah, to your point, like Kyle Shanahan, he's a great offensive mind.
And
I
I
think
think
he'll have the guys prepared. But
that was that.
Wow.
Did he freeze?
I think his AT&T got him.
Smitty. But yeah, what you finish your point though, Kerry?
Oh yeah, so I agree though. Like I think
StreamYard.
No, but I do agree. Like I think we could definitely win this game. Um, my thing is besides run the ball, like have the same game plan. I think we should be able to run the ball down, just like we did against the Bills, similar game plan as far as our offense versus their defense, missing some of their best players on defense. But my thing is like besides running the ball efficiently and well, I think this game could also come down to coaching. And I say that because, you know, I feel that we truly lost that Panthers game due to coaching. I feel like the coaches didn't have our guys prepared. They got that big win on the road against the Vikings. And I think even Bajan came out and said it, like, we kind of overlooked them. So my thing is like went to Carolina and kind of thought, oh, they're the 0-2 Panthers. Well, as a coach, you cannot have your players thinking that with that mindset, especially against a division opponent. So my thing is, I know the players are so high on that, upset win against the Bills. I think it's going to come down to coaching if they have the guys prepared on this short week, again on prime time, traveling to San Fran. I'm hoping it's not, they don't keep that same energy where it's like they're high off this win that they overlook the opponent. I'm hoping coaching has them getting right, and prepared for this game.
Absolutely. I'm with y'all ladies on that one. I think another thing that the Falcons offense needs to do, isolate matchups, so especially in the slot with the tight end. So of course, knocking on Kyle Pitts' door, this particular game. So he should be living across the middle. There's no Fred.
There you go.
Yeah, he should be living going across the middle. Honestly, this should be Kyle Pitts' game. I understand the Buffalo game could have been it, but this right here, you can really showcase Kyle Pitts. You also can get Bijan Robinson out there too. We do a lot of motions. I believe that we can get San Francisco off balance with a lot of motions that we do, especially within the run game and just out of that pistol formation as well. So if you guys, I feel like if we can get guys in the space like Bijan, let Kyle Pitts live over the middle. Drake really gonna be Drake. He gonna do Drake. That's pretty much what you got to say about him. But isolate the matchups, take advantage of matchups because we have mismatches. And I think we should do that. Well, how do you guys feel though about the protection wise, as far as like with Penix? We know Charlie Warner is going to be out there, but do you think because of the offensive line, let's just act like Jake is not going to be there? With the offensive line.
Don't get people. Don't get these people false hope.
Yeah, he's not. And I said that in the beginning. I don't think he's going to play. But just having both tackles, being out this game, both starting tackles. Do you guys feel like it's going to be more slants, more hitches, more quick outs? I mean, like the counter.
It's going to be all of the above because Penix already gets the ball out quick enough as it is, but I think it has to be a little bit more precise this time. Like
he's gonna have to move around in the pocket. He definitely gonna have to move around in the pocket this game because even though Fred Warner is out, you can see right on the screen. You see the roster. They still got a slew of pass rushers. You look at Bryce Huff, he had double-digit sacks. And one guy that nobody's talking about that had a solid season already is rookie Alfred Collins at the defensive tackle position. That dude can move the pocket. And then you have rookie Michael Williams who can get out to the quarterback. So they still have weapons, even though they don't have their main guy in the middle. So I just feel like all what they have to do is they have to regulate that pass rush. And the only way to do that is to run effectively, then use play action to put them on their heels. If they can do that, I feel like they'll be successful this game. And I feel like, they'll keep Kyle Shanahan and that offense off the field, and they can control the tempo of the game. But to do that, you got to regulate that pass rush. You got
Kyle Pitts, man. I'm telling you, use the seam, tight end over the top concepts type thing, man. Challenge their secondary. They have some good corners, just like Eb had said earlier, and I will give them their credit for that. But that doesn't mean that we don't have the athletes that can overtake those guys. So I'm like, I still feel like you got to try it. You'll be futile not to at least try. Take advantage.
Craig, appreciate the donation, my brother. He said we actually get 4 complete quarters. I'm going to pull the Fred Sanford. Just tell Jack to make sure the jerseys are washed. Man, y'all wild, man.
Shout out to Craig. He's so
love y'all, man.
Y'all wild, man.
Love it.
There was somebody that said, okay, yeah, I see it right there, where it says, excuse me, y'all. But where he was talking about Zach Robinson play calling, I know we talked about this and touched on this earlier. I don't think the play calling is vanilla. I don't. I mean, the thing about it is you have to look at what we have. We have weapons on there. We definitely do. But you also have to look at we are also playing with a makeshift line right now. So you're not going to be able to do the things that you thought that you were going to do. Well, if you had McGarry there, if you had Storm where he needs to be able to give you that full potential. Can this offense go to the next level? Yes. Are we getting there slowly? Yes. Zach still is learning. This is only his second year as a full-time OC.
It is.
He's still learning. So, yes, is he not as creative when we had Kyle Shanahan? People got to remember, when we had Kyle Shanahan, a lot of y'all didn't like his play calling. Y'all did not like it. Even Matt Ryan got that man's face when it came down to it. Y'all didn't like it until that second season when we sit over here and did what we did. So let's kind of slow back on the Zach Robinson. Is he an ideal person that we really technically like or want? No. But is he making things happen what we need to do right here, right now? Yes. So looking back at his play calling, even from the first game to now, is a whole lot better. And that says a lot. It's 6 games in. If we were still struggling like we was, then we can have that conversation about it being vanilla. He got creative with the Bills. I don't even want to say his name because I'm cussing, but he literally put Felipe Frank literally in to draw these people off sides. If that's not creative and that's vanilla, then I don't need to be talking football. I'm serious.
Yeah. I love that little wrinkle with Felipe Franks. I ain't gonna lie to you, because first of all, it was productive because it got us a first down, and then it was productive for a second time, drawing them off sides, pretty much sealing things up for the Atlanta Falcons. So I got to give Zach his credit on that wrinkle.
Did we pull the end around? We pulled a little trick play with hold on, am I getting my Georgia game mixed up, my Falcon game?
No, it was just like a tush push. It wasn't that made. It was just a yard.
Okay, I'm like,
you got to remember though, Felipe Franks is a former quarterback, so if you put him in there, you really not, it really not a disadvantage. But I'm gonna be honest, man, he got 4.4, 4.5 speed. If they wanted to run Wildcat with him, they could. Because he's just that talented. He just, when it comes to throwing the football, he just sucks. But he's a talented player.
Great.
He's worked out at tight end, to be honest with you. But D, thank you for the donation, man. Truly appreciate it. He said, just don't be cute, man. And he's absolutely right. Don't be cute. Just go out there, execute, do what you need to do. And Kara, my bad, man. I hate to keep blocking your face off.
No, it's okay.
But yeah, D absolutely right. Just don't be cute. Go out there, execute like you did. And like I said last night, 24 points could have been, 21 points the first half, could have been 28. Go out there with that same type energy against San Francisco. They just like Buffalo. You got to hit them in the mouth, quick, push them off the line. Go out there, move the football, because guess what? Kyle Shanahan, he can dial up, offense, and they're going to always be in the game. Just remember that. I remember a game last year, Arizona Cardinals. They were down by, I think, 17 points, came back and won. So it's one of those teams you got to jump out and stay out front. Just that simple, man. But let's switch it over, man. Get to the defense.
Defense.
You ain't right.
Hey. We on the defense.
Take that off the screen. Yep.
Yes, sir. Get to the defensive side of the ball, man. What are we going to do? What can the Falcons defense do against? Is it going to be Brock Purdy? Is it going to be Mac Jones? Is it going to be Jack?
I think it's going to be Mac Jones.
But
I
still,
do too. I think Schefter said yesterday that there's a chance that Purdy will play, but I think it seems if there's just a chance, it's going to be Mac Jones again, which I think he took a knock as well, like right before this past game. So I think he's kind of banged up as well. I would prefer we play Mac Jones just because I feel like he can't move out of the pocket as much as Brock Purdy. He doesn't use his legs as much. So I feel like that's definitely a big advantage for our defense, who is playing super fast and putting pressure on the quarterback. I think this could be a game where we could have, multiple sacks. Maybe it could be similar to the Vikings game where we were just dominating in the trenches. And I think I also read that Schefter said that Kyle Shanahan reported that Kittle's going to start practicing this week. So that's going to be big if he plays. I'm hoping he doesn't, but yeah, we have the game plan for George Kittle because he's one of the best tight ends in the league.
But I ain't even scared of him, Kerry, to be honest.
I was just about to say,
the way Kendrick Bourne been playing the last 3 weeks.
That's
Kendrick Bourne is who I'm worried about this game. But
that's a good point.
Solomon Washington, he said, how y'all feel about Sam Roberts came in the game? He's a big body guy that can actually collapse at the middle at times. He came in, he actually got a sack during the game.
He did.
He's a veteran that came over from Carolina. He's 6'5", about 300 pounds. And he was a much needed space eater, and you saw it. It helped Aurora. It helped Zach Harris. Yeah, that's why Onyemata made that play because he took on 2 blocks. So they might have found the gym with him, and he actually came over from Carolina. So I'm telling you,
it's all about coaching and putting guys in the best positions. We talk about that. We all 4 of us have said things like that, and it's all about coaching because good coaching matters, and you never know. Maybe a guy like Sam Roberts, who's been kind of bouncing around out there, maybe getting with Nate Ollie on Jeff Ulbricht's defense, maybe have some just possibly unlock something. We'll see. It's just one game. Let's see how he acts against more offensive lines and stuff like that. But I absolutely loved his play last night. Definitely.
Real quick, I wanted to also add, because you said Rook, you mentioned his name. I saw a stat earlier that he currently leads the league in quarterback pressure rate among defensive tackles with 15.5%. I love to hear it. I love to see it.
Kerry, that's why I don't worry about that PF. That's why I don't worry about that PFF grade because I've been looking at him.
PFF ain't a real place.
The first 5 games I watched him, he has been excellent. You talk about collapsing the pocket, disruptive, stopping the run. He's doing it all.
And I'm telling you,
I'm the first one to tell y'all. When we drafted Aurora, I didn't know nothing about it. I'm gonna just be honest. But when I turned on that tape, I seen the athletic freak, and he's doing the same as a professional. So I mean, they might have found the gym in that kid, but So with their defense, man, the Falcons defense, I just feel like all they have to do. It's just like they did with Josh Allen. They just have to get that pressure because the way Mike Hughes played, and like I said, he recovered the second half. The way Kendrick Bourne been playing, Kendrick Bourne can cook him, man. And
I'm not gonna lie to you. They're gonna attack Mike Hughes with Kendrick Bourne.
Oh, absolutely.
Because Jennings is coming. Yeah, Jennings is back, so I can expect them to try to have AJ possibly going that way. So yeah,
I talked to one of my co-hosts who's a 49ers fan so I could check in to see exactly what he's hearing with that. So he just told me for sure Kittle is back. It ain't if he's maybe is for sure Kittle is back. Ricky, real solid chance is at 75% to come back.
Ricky Pearsall.
Ricky Pearsall,
yep,
and then
he probably play.
they will have more clarity tomorrow on who the QB is going to be, but he said it's looking like it's going to be Brock.
Wow, really?
So
interesting.
But he gonna be limited. So if it is Brock, that's an advantage for us. Because if I'm Jeff Ulbrich, I'm looking at it as a chance. I'm sending them corners every chance I get because I know he can't move. They use Caden Ellis all over the field. You can see him getting after the quarterback. But just like I said, the way they used that defense last night, I see the same with San Francisco. You just got to take him out early. Because Brock Purdy, if he's injured, he's gonna be liable to be hurt again, and that's gonna be a problem. But Vontae said PFF said Bijan had a 70 yesterday. Yeah, that's a joke.
That's a joke.
Like I said,
absolutely.
It's not a real place.
170 yards. I think they missed a one. That's what it was. He did have 170.
He should have had a perfect score, man. Whatever their perfect score is. Yeah, I mean that's why I don't bother with that, man. But yeah, that's exactly what the defense has to do, man. But one thing I also would like to see, if Kittle does play, I would like to see Xavier Watts take on that challenge, because Xavier Watts has stepped up big time. He had a couple of mishaps yesterday, but I still like that matchup between him and Kittles. And he's a defensive back that can cover. He can play zone or man. And if Billy Bowman plays, I can see him playing in the slot, taking on Ricky Pearsall if he plays. So it's going to be a lot of good matchups between defensive backs and receivers. So that's going to be the key matchup, and it might be my X factor, because those matchups might be key for the game, because if they can shut those guys down, and Brock Purdy can't get the football off, I think that's a key win for the Falcons, man.
Well, also remember, Billy is dealing with a hamstring injury. We don't know if that's
I know, but we don't know if he's gonna play. But D offered the way he played last night. I don't care if he starts. So I mean, I'm fine with
it. Well, too. Rob really didn't say if that scratch for Billy was a precautionary, don't start him just to kind of see about the hammy, or if it was like AJ Terrell. It's a known hammy, because when it went down knee and hammy. So I'm not sure what that is. We'll probably find out tomorrow exactly what it is with Billy, if it is a straight hamstring with that, because if it is, don't count on him playing.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm gonna lean towards him not playing.
And my thing is, because how the 49ers offense, they actually have a high-powered yards wise, they have a high-powered offense. So it's like, for us, we got to limit those chunk passes, because we know they're going to try to attack our defense deep. Mac Jones was actually leading the league, if I'm not mistaken, in air yards. So it's like these guys will air the ball out, so we can't fall asleep. No matter if it's Jones, Purdy, they do like to air the ball out. But they're still coming in banged up, so we got to be able to go after these guys, push the pocket with Dorless or Roro, Sam Roberts, also Amanyata, all those guys, played well last game, to free up guys like Walker, guys like Pierce. I got to give a shout out to Arnold Abacady, because he had a good game last game. Now, can he repeat that performance? We'll see, but we'll see. Who knows? But also Zach Harrison, a guy who's been one of the most disruptive guys on our defensive line. So, we have guys that's going to still get after these quarterbacks. We just got to get home. Those quarterback hits and those quarterback sacks are going to be key, because you already have guys who are kind of already rattled and hurt. So, yeah. And that's what I was saying too, Dirty Bird. Yeah, man, Sam Roberts as well. So, we're going to see, guys.
I want to see. I'm surprised none one of y'all mentioned Christian McCaffrey, and who's going to have.
I'm not. My thing about it is
we know he's going to be out there. Yeah.
Yeah, we let James Cook get loose yesterday. If they can't zone in on the run and get that run defense together, Christian McCaffrey's going to have a day looking like Bijan. Okay.
Yeah.
You got to remember, Bijan worked out with him. That's going to be looking like Bijan number 2. They should be prepared, because you go up against a
Bijan
Christian
Robinson.
McCaffrey and Bijan. But again, if y'all let James Cook get a little
younger too,
loose, exactly, get a little wiggle loose on you yesterday and was picking up chunk play after chunk play after chunk play, like, 6, 7, 8, almost 10 freaking yards, what is Christian McCaffrey gonna do? Y'all need to zone in. At this point, I'm not gonna mention him because at the end of the day, we know he does.
Yeah.
It's
gonna be a battle of the backs.
Exactly.
Yeah. You gotta put walk on him though.
Huh?
You gotta put walk on him all day.
I mean, but here's my issue with that. The only reason why I say you can do that, but the problem is that somebody brought this up today about Leonard Floyd. Leonard Floyd hasn't been getting into the backfield like I would like Leonard Floyd to get into the backfield. So
even last night, you seen some times where he was just completely taken out of the run play.
Exactly. So if you're going to try to count on Leonard Floyd to do that, I don't think that's a good idea right now. I think you kind of need to leave that, but try to figure out how to still get 11 in the backfield, but get him on the run. So I'm right now, I'm still trying to figure out in my mind how that's going to look, because right now you take one piece out, just like I'm going to go back to last night. When I didn't see zero Diablo on Josh Allen and I seen him drop back in coverage, I said, I need zero on that man in the back. That's what I need. And when they finally did it, I was happy. So I don't know how that's going to look per se right now, because it's just, see, I did the same thing about 45. If y'all remember who 45 was, I don't call him by his name. We don't give him energy, but I did the same thing about 45. So, but I don't know how that's going to look. I don't know how that's going to look. Yeah, I call people by their numbers.
Yeah, I get it. I truly get it. Because again, man, we have guys that are capable, but I see where you're going with that about trying to see how it actually will look with Jalen Walker doing that. But we may get a glimpse of it. We'll see, because Jeff Ulbrich, he's been doing some things with him, and Jalen Walker. Another thing that I know it happens on every play. You know, holding happens on every play, regardless whether who's doing it.
Maybe he was getting held. Like
my goodness.
I agree.
It was so frustrating, man. Jalen Walker was getting held so many times.
When I see an offensive lineman get underneath my guy's pads, I say, if you don't let him go, I'm finna be somebody's mama, and I'm finna go over here and we finna have a problem. Let him go.
Yeah, and my thing is, being veterans, guys are like doing that veteran move, but he's still gonna have to learn his own ways to kind of like selling it. Like when they're holding them, like he's got to sell it a little bit better. Right now, he's just worried about being like that bull and just going at like a bull in the china shop. Let me just get to him. He's not necessarily worried about when guys.
That's how it was in Georgia.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's like, I'm not surprised that it's like that, but he's got to start selling that more, because he gets held a lot already.
Baby,
the double teams that James Pierce gets.
But see, somebody has said that in our after game space. I think they had said that, and they were like, we need to put JPJ. I said, do you not understand that they're expecting that? He will get double teamed. They're expecting us to use that man. They already got Leonard Floyd, but they're expecting us to use JPJ. So I understand what Jeff is doing, and I get what he is doing, but that's why I said I have to see it for this one, because I'm not going to say that the 49ers match up with us like completely, but they have a pick your poison offense, just like we have a pick your poison offense. We got the same thing. So when it comes down to it, when I say Jeff has to be in his bag and get these guys together, he definitely has to be in his bag and get these guys together, because at the end of the day, if you take if Floyd, I'm just doing it since we on Floyd. If Floyd sits over here and can't get into the backfield, but we want Jalen only on the rundowns that we know that are going to be the run plays to sit over here for that run defense, then we're losing out on a athletic ability to be able to get after Purdy. Because if the pressure can't get to him and he got all day to throw, now we got problems, because now you leaving my backs open over in the backs to get that one-on-one. I don't trust Hughes. Trust Hughes worth of the dang over there, to be honest with you. And then the way Jesse kind of be sneaking and looking and cheating in the backfield, bruh, like, I can't have it. So now I got to sit down here and really figure this out. So it's kind of complicated when you're thinking about it, because it's really the same way with us. They got to pick their poison with us. We have to pick our poison with them.
Yeah,
we don't have to give up something.
Yep. But we know you got to go, Miss Carey. We're finna get in the X factors right quick. But before we do, we're gonna get your X factor, your prediction. But thanks Eric Rogers for the donation, man. He said both Matt Jones and Brock Purdy can be rattled if we get them like we did Josh Allen game over. I definitely agree with that. Before you leave, Miss Carey, please give us your X factor, your prediction.
And Josh was healthy too, by the way.
I'm gonna say my X factor is going to be the run game. I think Bijan, I mean, he has over 100 yards from scrimmage every single game this season. I think that continues on. Feed the hot hand, and I think we should be able to run the ball effectively and against them. So my thing is, I think who runs the ball better, because our pass defense is much better than our run defense. They got one of the best backs in the league as well. So I think whoever runs the ball better and whoever's better at containing the run, that's going to be who wins this game. So I would say that my X factor is going to be Bijan Tyler. Feed them both. And yeah, I'm going to go 21-28 Falcons.
Okay.
So you got kind of another high scoring game. I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see that. But Miss Carey, man, we definitely appreciate you coming through as always. Enjoy watching on One Time for the Fan.
Bye.
Yes, indeed.
Keep doing your thing, man. Tell the man I said hello, and keep being you.
Appreciate you guys. Bye.
And you got to commend me because I didn't make you laugh tonight.
You didn't. You let me hold it together because although I did have to go off camera a little bit because I forgot who it was. Somebody put in the chat. I was trying to hold my laughter in. They said something about when they try to say Rookaroro, they're like, they feel like I'm talking about Scooby Doo.
Scooby Doo, yeah.
Oh yeah, rock roll. Mm-hmm.
That made me laugh.
There you go.
But yeah, thanks everybody. I appreciate you all.
Carey.
Have a good night, guys.
No doubt.
Bye.
Later. That was BPE Carey. You can catch her over there One Time.
Well, at least I know what that means now. So
yeah. I already know you was looking at it like, what in the world? Is she a part of a game?
That was
RJ. Yeah,
that was RJ.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I seen the Scooby Doo. I just didn't read the rest of it.
Yeah,
but give us your X factor right quick.
X factor,
Jeff is my X factor. I need him to scheme up the most vicious defense you can scheme up at this point. Because at this point, yes, can we run the ball on the offensive side? Yes, we can. Use Bijan, use Tyler. But again, with us having kind of not good on that offensive line, I'm not saying that we can't do it because I know they're going to be running to the side. But if we start getting predictable when we start running which side that we're going to run on and we can't, disguise and do whatever, we can get in a little bit of trouble. So I'm going to give my X factor to Jeff for him to keep, get them off the field and us try to have these long drawn out drives to keep us on there, keep him on the sideline as long as he can. But also we might need the defense to make some plays and score some points. We might need that. So that's what I'm going to basically say. Big Jeff Uber, I need you to get in your bag.
I agree with that. JD said his X factor is topping coaching. Solomon said his X factor will be going to the Falcons run defense. You definitely got to contain Christian McCaffrey. William Amy said his X factor is Jesse Bates, 3 this week. So I agree with those. But Chris, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to go with Mike Hughes as one of my X factors because he will be tested this week. Regardless, those wide receivers, they're going to try to get downfield, and I believe that. How could you not try to attack Mike Hughes regardless? So I'm expecting that Mike Hughes is going to be an X factor. Can you play a complete game to where you're not giving up a big chunk to where you're not giving up a penalty and you're just playing sound defensive, tactics, techniques, just everything that we need, and not cause any kind of setbacks on the defense or extend a drive, anything. I just feel like they're going to attack Mike Hughes. So Mike Hughes is going to be my X factor. Can he step up and make sure that he is an X factor for these Atlanta Falcons and being able to stifle this wide receiver, this aerial attack that the 49ers do have, being one of the best in the league. On the offensive side, I just want to say, man, same thing like it was last week for me. Zach Robinson, I'm coming right back at you. You thought I was off the block. Nah, I don't spent the block and coming right back at you, because I need for this offense to continue clicking. I need for Tyler Algier. You gave Bijan. I understand. I'm not having any problem with you rolling with the hot hands. Bijan and Drake. Also, you had a healthy scratch in Ray. You had no Mooney. So I kind of understand what's going on, but still continuously get guys involved. This should be the Kyle Pitts game. Drake London, I know he's going to be used in the slot. He's been put everywhere, so I know he's going to do him. Bijan Robinson as well. I feel like Tyler Algier can get just a few more carries. 15 carries for Tyler this game could be excellent. I believe he's going to be able to run down that defense and have guys tired by the fourth quarter. So Zach Robinson, I feel like if you execute like you've been doing, we possibly may have yet another victory formation. So that's for me, Mike Hughes and Zach Robinson.
Cool. Offense, man, it's got to be Bijan. Just keep the flow going, man. Keep the momentum going. He has 822 yards already from scrimmage. That's tops in the NFL, and he's played one less game than everybody else. That's scary. Yes. Yeah, he's halfway to 2,000 yards in 5 games. So and I know people talk about wear and tear, but that's just the life of a running back. So Bijan on offense and defense, I got to go with Divine Diablo. I'm worried about Christian McCaffrey. He's going to be their only means of offense, because if both of their quarterbacks are banged up, they're going to have to run the ball to beat us. And we are 16th, I think, against the run. So they have a chance to do that. But the way Divine Diablo has been playing, I think whether Christian McCaffrey is running the football and catching it out the backfield, I think Divine Diablo can handle that assignment. So Bijan Robinson, Divine Diablo is going to be my 2 X factors for this game. And trust me, look at her. She's throwing stuff in the chat.
Yeah, I seen it. I'm just trying to get to everybody's X factor, man. Just letting everybody being able to get their word out.
I like that Tyler Algier. I agree with that.
Yeah, I'm with it, bro.
Yeah, you got to keep that duo. You got to keep them tuned up like a motor, man. Keep using them both.
Absolutely, man. Because that 2-headed monster, man, I feel like you just got to ride them as long as you possibly can. Pause, but ride them as long as you possibly can the entire season, man. Because we're a run-based team. Use your strengths and then just let everything be secondary, man. I really believe, and then just make it easy for Michael Penix, somebody who's still learning on the job too. Now, this was next year, I'd be like, all right, I need to see more of my quarterback now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie to you, but we're not there yet. So once we get, him through a full season and he can actually, sit down in the off season and be like, okay, let's analyze this year. And then he can come back better and see things that he needs to do, because you can only do so much in a week's time or less, depending on when you play. There's really just, perfect things. But I believe once he has yet another off season and see it, we're going to see an even better Michael Penix next year. But first things first, San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah, he definitely got to lock in, man. He definitely got to lock in. But our boy Shaka said Jeff is my X factor. Cal play design is man, look at your ass.
Put it back up. I hit the wrong button.
It said Cal play design is second to none. Jeff got to bring it. Absolutely. 200%. She said the Billy drill done kicked in, so she about to go to sleep. We thank you for coming through. Yeah, we know you weren't feeling too good, but thank you for coming through anyway.
Yeah,
we truly appreciate it. But yeah, man, let's get to these score predictions. Y'all in the chat, go ahead and drop those score predictions in the chat. And ladies first. Your score prediction.
Y'all know I don't do no score prediction.
Yeah. And we actually every time.
We ain't going over this every week. Drop that score
prediction. Yeah, we gonna score in the high 20s. I do believe this probably would kind of turn into a little bit of a shootout, in my honest opinion, and let me not say shootout, a run out. It's gonna come into a run out. It's gonna come down to a run out. Again, I agree, who gonna run the ball better? So it's gonna come out to a run out. So I think it's gonna keep it close with that, but I do think that both teams will score in the high 20s. I said last time that we will probably win by a field goal. We won by what? 10?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this one I'm gonna stick with what it is. I think it's probably come down to a field goal. Trust my kicker. So hopefully we score some points with that. But it's gonna be close. I definitely would definitely say that it will be close because it would be a run out.
Yeah, that's a good one, man. That's a good one. William Amos said 28-21. I'm in that same wheelhouse, man. I'm gonna go 31-24. I do feel like it's gonna be a high scoring game. But I feel like these two running backs, they're gonna put on the show, both of them. Whether it's running the ball out the backfield or receiving out the backfield. Bijan and Christian McCaffrey, y'all know they train together. So they're gonna try to outdo the others. So yeah, this is gonna be a high scoring game, man. I'm going 31-24, and I just think Bijan has another game with at least 150 yards from scrimmage.
I love it, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm going, and this is how I really feel about it. I'm going 35-17 Falcons.
Ooh.
17 Falcons.
Ooh.
I think the Falcons, I know we're going through some offensive line issues, but at the same time, we still have Bijan and Tyler. We still have Drake London. We still have Kyle Pitts. We have Michael Penix. Zach Robinson just has to put it all together as a second-year coordinator to have the game plan perfect for this particular game. Go out there, attack these guys. Don't have any pity on them. Step on their necks, elbow their throats, go for the jugular, all those things. Do not be nice to these gentlemen. Do not at all. Go out here to Santa Clara, pick up this win, and let's bring our behinds back down here, because I believe we have Miami at home after that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Yeah. So
welcome to Miami.
Right. So at the end of the day, I just want to go out here and handle business. Let's make this a complete business trip. Let's not even go sightseeing. Who cares about a bridge or whatever else they got going on out there? Go out there, smack them sideways, and come on back home.
We definitely got to convert in the red zone. We definitely got to convert in the red zone.
Absolutely. And this is another opportunity for the Atlanta Falcons to do such. I feel like they did decent. Last night, of course, I still feel like, in-game decisions and adjustments about not having Jake Matthews. I do feel like it slowed down the offense enough. But the defense played so well that they kept giving you opportunity after opportunity. They kept taking the ball away. They kept getting the guy off the field. We talked about we had to keep Josh Allen off the field. For the most part, still one time of possession, 31 minutes to 28. And we also was able to frustrate Josh Allen. So let's take that game plan, ball it up. Let's take that energy, take it out there to Santa Clara on the road, smack Kyle Shanahan again. Let's go ahead and get this W, man. That'll be a 3-game win streak for the Atlanta Falcons. And you would have beat 3 quality opponents that no one really expected you to beat. Let's just keep it real.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna do is say this. Kyle Shanahan, until you do right by me, everything that you want is gonna crumble. So until you apologize to the Falcons for sitting over here,
he already paying for it. He done blow 2 Super Bowls. He already paying for it.
She more nice than me because mine is until you do right by the Falcons, you ain't gonna ever win nothing.
Exactly. He don't need to win this game.
And my thing is, and he's not going to be able to do right by the Falcons, because in my eyes, doing right by the Falcons means coming back to Atlanta and helping us get a Super Bowl. That's not going to happen. So you just not going to win nothing. Fine by me.
Nah, that's definitely out the question. He ain't coming back here. He might get ran off of Peachtree.
Man, he would have to stay in a different state for at least about a year.
Pretty much.
He's not ready.
Yeah, he ain't ready. He was actually at the game. He wasn't suited up. He was actually in street clothes. He actually took a picture with the German Falcon fans the other day. And yeah, it's gonna be a while, man.
Concession stand as well too. Like he went and got to eat. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, D, he gonna get ran off Northside Drive, exactly. But about time for y'all to get them shout outs, man. Go and get them shout outs.
Hey man, shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to the ladies. Again, this was ladies' night. Shout out to Miss Joy, even though I know she wasn't, feeling the best. She had to go ahead and take it down, but we still appreciate her coming through. Still appreciate the Carrie, BPE Carrie, man. Shout out to her coming through. Thank you for coming through. Shout out, of course, to the Eb, E the Goddess, man, for coming through yet again. Back-to-back weeks we got Eb out here in the streets.
Yeah, look, y'all know I'll be hiding. So after this, I'm gonna go hide. I'm just
saying. There she go.
You got to get a fan what they want, man. If they want you to come on, you got to come on.
I know, y'all know I gotta go hide though. Y'all know I gotta go hide. But no, shout outs to my people. As y'all can see, I got the space going right now. So I got my people holding it down. We about to end it though at 10. We do not stay up because 10 is past my bedtime. I fell asleep into too many spaces. So
yeah.
No, I don't think I'm
on salary.
She ain't on salary, man. I'm broke. I can't afford to pay her.
Man. It says you gotta put on salary. It said, "No, bring your ass back." Yeah, that was good, man.
No, but shout out to y'all though for getting me out there. Shout out to my homie D, miss you boo. I meant to call him the other day, but it slipped my mind. Shout out to Joy. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to
Appreciate
again. We in here. We in here. We actually good. I'm actually finna become a season ticket holder. So I'm finally giving in. I gave up my Braves and finally coming over here to the Falcons. So y'all will be seeing me at them games next year. So
okay now.
Cool.
Time to rise up, y'all. Let's rise up against these 49ers. Go ahead and take them down. It's not going to be easy, just like I knew it wasn't going to be easy against Buffalo. Even though we made it look easy, that wasn't easy doing that to the Buffalo Bills at all. So
shout
out,
man. Shout out to Mon Dukes, man. Day Mon Dukes' birthday, man. So shout out to Mon Dukes. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to the chat for stopping through and always supporting me and A1 and also Eb, and also y'all support us on Twitter as well, man. We post on Twitter. Y'all always supporting us, man, retweeting our tweets, putting our content out there, and we truly appreciate it, man. But y'all know what to do next, man. Tell everybody where to find y'all.
Y'all can find me at Lady E_Salem. I be on Thursdays for Enters the Lab at 7:00, right before the kickoff of the Thursday night games. Also, since we talking about my dude, shout out to the Bay Area, shout out to the San Francisco 49ers. My mama's originally from San Francisco, so shout out to them. Whole family over there.
Nah, I get it.
I bet your mama pimp too, ain't she?
Hey, if you ain't want to pimp, then what you messing with her for?
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
But
Miss Joy said Miss Joy said you can find her in the bed with her bonnet on.
You can find her anywhere with her bonnet on, not just the bed.
You hear me? I'm talking about, boy, out of control. But yep, man, for me, man, you can find me A1 Forever Sports. That's the platform on YouTube. Hey, man, thank you guys for always coming over and liking, commenting, and subscribing. Be generational because it's always time to be. Ain't no point of selling for less because you always can have more with the vision. At 9:52, I hope you can find your peace today because positive energy always creates elevation. And hopefully these Falcons can continue to elevate in the standings, the power ranking, the win-loss column, and ultimately to the playoffs and beyond. So until then, also catch your boy on the Hawks Digest because the Hawks season is really about 8 days away or so. 22nd, we had the Toronto Raptors coming in. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to be over there. Just dropped the video earlier today on the Hawks Digest. And also, man, look out because I got an interview that I did today with Mr. David Lee, a.k.a. D Lee for 3. as well, talking about our Atlanta Hawks. So me and him, we linked up for the first time ever, and definitely going to have that out for you guys this week as well. Again, shout out to D Lee for 3, as you know, very knowledgeable brother just about basketball in total. So yes, it definitely is a movie when we clicked up. So be looking out for that as well. And just for the rest of you guys, man, y'all make sure y'all take it easy. Don't do nothing I would do on this Tuesday night. And
man, you ain't allowed to do anything. Shout out to One Time for the Fam, man. Shout out to One Time for the Fam, Miss Carrie, Jack Spade, T Will, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Thank y'all for always supporting Sports Machine, A1 Forever, and E the Goddess. But yeah, man, find me on Smitty Sports Machine as always. I'm always dropping content. Tomorrow I got a couple videos coming out. I'm gonna do that Tariq Wooden video. Finally get around to it. Also catch me on Twitter at Fatboy Slim, because like Eb, I'm always over there blowing it up. But that's what we do. Right. But you know, another great show, another one in the books. My girl E, my homeboy Chris. We gonna holler at y'all next, man. Peace.